Today I'm very happy to be here with you in this video in which I'm going to help you with a very important lesson in English grammar. So this lesson is basically designed for the students who wants to pass kinds of certificate, or for example like here in Morocco, students who wants to pass the baccalaureate final exam. So let's start. So this is the passive voice. We are going to see this sentence. My father makes coffee. As you can see here, the structure of this sentence is like this. So my father, of course, is the doer or the subject. Makes is the verb or the predicate. Then we have the complement, which is coffee, as an object. So we name it here as object because the word object and the complement as object, which is very important to make the passive voice. So this is active, of course. This is active voice or active sentence. So we call it active because it starts with subject, then the predicate, then the complement, and of course the subject, who is the doer. It means he is the responsible for the action. Okay, he is the source of the action. So we don't speak about someone who receives the action. Okay, so he is responsible for making coffee. So he is the doer. Okay, so we have to keep this in mind. Okay, now if you want to make the passive voice from this sentence, so we need to have these elements. So we need to have the subject, the doer, the verb, and the object. And we're going to see how we are going to shift from active to passive. Number one. So number one, the object, okay, which is the coffee, becomes the new subject. Okay, this is number one. Then number two, so we have to add verb to be, or exactly here auxiliary to be. Of course, auxiliary to be, we have to conjugate it. It means it takes the tense of the main verb. So the main verb here is make, okay, which is in the present simple. As you can see, my father makes, he makes. So verb to be, according to the new subject with coffee, becomes coffee is. Is that clear? So we bring a verb to be, we should take the tense of the verb in the active voice. Good. Number three, so we bring the verb, so the predicate, the main verb, which is in active voice makes, becomes made as the past participle of this verb. So we write made because make, as you know, is irregular verb. So make, made, then made. So here the past participle of the main verb, I just mentioned that. Then number four, we are going to add by plus the doer. So we're not gonna call it the doer in this time because, as you can see, coffee in the active voice was object. In the passive becomes the new subject. My father here was in the active voice the doer. Now it becomes what we call the agent. The agent, some people they call it an object of the preposition by, because if you want to substitute, for example, my father in the active voice with a pronoun, you have to use subject pronoun, he makes. But if you want to substitute my father in the passive voice, you have to use an object pronoun, by him. Okay, that's why some people they call it object. But basically, internationally speaking, so everyone in the world who studies passive voice knows that this is called the agent. So we have to keep this in mind. Okay, I'm gonna just repeat things very quickly. So active becomes passive. We have to follow 4 basic steps. So the object of the active voice becomes the new subject, coffee, coffee. Okay. Number 2, so we have to bring auxiliary be, which didn't exist or doesn't exist in the active voice, we have to bring it, we have to summon it, we have to call it. Okay, then verb to be takes the tense of the main verb, present simple, past simple, past simple. You should know how to conjugate verb to be in all 12 tenses, plus the main verb, which, so of course you don't delete it, so you have to preserve it, you keep it, so you conjugate it in past participle, you put it in past participle. Later we are going to see in this video how we make the past participle of verbs. Of course you have two kinds of regular and irregular verb. Plus number 4, by my father. By is a preposition by, plus my father becomes the agent. Okay, now what we're going to do next, we're going to do some drill. Okay, some exercises. So we're going to practice, but it's a guide that give you things which are really difficult. As you can see, we're going to shift to change from active. No, I'm sorry. We are going just to tell whether the sentence or the statement is active or passive. So here you have the rule. So the new subject plus verb to be plus past participle plus by plus the agent. Okay. So I'm gonna keep the rule, then you compare sentences. Let's see this example, for example. The student cleaned the board. So we compare it to the rule. The student is the subject, clean is the verb, the board is the object. Here we don't have verb to be, so clean is not past participle, it's the past simple of the verb clean. So this is of course not passive, it's active. Okay, this is easy. So I'm gonna give you now time to continue the drill by yourself. Okay, guess. English is spoken all over the world. As you can see, I write by plus the agent between brackets. Sometimes we don't need to write it. Oh, good. This is passive. Why? Because you have verb to be plus past participle of verb speak. So speak, spoke, spoken. Good. And of course, this one is passive, not active. Very good. And English is the new subject. It's not the, okay, because it was an object in past, in active voice. Good. This is passive, this one. You must take away all these books. Oh, now you become familiar because you don't see auxiliary be, then you understand. Very good. That's good. So you must take. So basically this is not passive because we don't have neither verb to be nor past participle, and of course by plus the agent. Oh, this is active. Very good. So let's see this one. The exam should be finished within 3 hours. Okay, what can you see? Ah, you see verb to be there. Is it followed by past participle? Yeah, it's there. That's good. Yeah, this is passive. Okay, we move now. Now the letter is being written by Edward. Okay, yeah, we have double verb to be, is and being, but we don't care a lot about this, so it's good that you have two verb to be, so is and being. So is the last one of them followed by past participle? Yeah, written. So written is being written. As you can see here, it's like the verb was in active voice put in present continuous, because is being, yeah, present continuous tense. It's present continuous tense. Yeah, like was, for example, Ed is writing. Okay, what a letter get. Okay, you see this one? This certificate has been accepted by pride, with pride by Ruth. The certificate has been accepted. Verb to be, being plus past participle. Very good. This is passive voice. Good. No, yeah, you're doing well. Maybe the last one. How will you tell him the truth? Oh, there's no verb to be, and yeah, there is question, no problem. Yeah, see, this is active. Good. All our books are kept in the bookcase. Oh, is it passive? Yeah, verb to be are plus kept, past participle of keep. Good, that's passive. Good. Awesome, doing well. Very good. Thank you very much.